Hello, welcome back to the last part of Surviving Mars, Terraforming. Yeah, apologies for the gap between this, but basically I kind of got, well, not stuck, but I didn't realise how long it was going to take for the vegetation to increase. We did the atmosphere and the temperature and the water. So I played the game offline. On and off, had a couple hours of different sessions and sped up some time. I built a few new things, so this video is just going to sort of close out the series. We'll have a look at the domes, and we're not there yet. We're 98.5% of the vegetation, so probably the next mission comes back for vegetation should see us hit the 100% mark of vegetation, which was our goal, to get 100 on all four to complete the Terraforming play series. Really enjoyed the game again this year, playing it in this series. Hope people have enjoyed it as well, and maybe picked up a few tips from some of the stuff I've did. It's one of those games that's quite nice in the early game and mid game, getting things set up and getting past. It's not a game that has a great end game. You can't sort of continuously play the game because if I've done all the tech now, so there's no tech to do. I just keep running the two ones that you can rerun over and over, which give you money. So we're up to 133 billion, and I've got nothing to spend it on now. You know, I could buy more rockets and stuff. You can play around with some domes and try and make things look as you go. So a bit new from the last video, I've added two domes over here, mostly because I'm constantly having problems with jobs. And I mean, even now we've got 390 homeless and 210 unemployed. So I've tried to create, so this is a big working centre. We've still got some gaps here for people to work in, but it's not enough to fill the gap. And if you keep building more homes and they need more work, and you get into a vicious cycle of and I did that quite a bit, expanded that. We also filled out pretty much the other southern dome. Got a few gaps here or there with jobs and housing. Then I got into a little bit of a problem with I forgot to increase my food, so my food has gone right down. We had several thousand. I've only got 500 now. Now I've built probably 6 or 7 farms, which are starting to kick in. They don't all chuck out food at the same time or immediately, so I think I've got enough food coming in now. I've built at least 7 or 8 farms, some up north, some down south. Got a rocket landing. So we're just going to finish off, get this vegetation. I think we need to do one more mission unless it ticks up. It's kind of weird because it says from forestation plants 0% per sol, which can't be right. I mean, I've got stuff covered. Yeah, I think the only thing that's mystified me a bit in this game is that when you get to those percentages up here, it says, like, because I still get the earthquakes, I still get the dust storms. All these things were meant to end at you know, certain periods, and they've just continued on. It's not been a problem because we've had enough drones to fix things. So whether I've misunderstood that, but as I say, if you look at some of this, so we've just had our last wild vegetation boom, which is at 90%. But yeah, I mean, toxic rain was meant to end at 55% and 5. Dust storms end, cold waves end, and I still get the dust storms and the earthquakes and stuff. But hey ho, so whether that's a bug in the game or not, I don't know. Anyway, it's looking pretty green and nice, isn't it? We could terraform and flatten some of the middle. And make it green, but I actually think it looks quite nice mountainous. I don't think I'm going to need to... I've got quite a bit of vegetation still that's in the early days on these forestation plants. Going ones that I've added not that long ago, ones like this one. So we should hit that 100% pretty soon. So I'm just going to, let's have a look at these domes. I've got a little bit of housing I can do here.
We have a food shortage.
But yeah, I'm sort of caught in that cycle now, building more domes for houses and jobs, and then just need to keep matching it with food, electricity and water. I've been plonking a few of these water things down. I could probably do with a few more of these, the moisture evaporators. Don't want to be overlapping each other. There's one just there, so too much crammed in there. Just need a pipe and electricity. We can do some along here. One there. Produce nearly 2 water each once they're maximised, but it's going to need some power for that. Probably wasn't. Not going to put another one in the middle there anyway. Let's
research complete.
So you don't get another earthquake. And then I just cycle. So we did all the research. Eventually. But it's kind of a bit crazy because nothing really to spend it on, but this thing keeps kicking off as well. It's never stopped. Being able to build over there. So we built this thing, which is the improved refining. But I'm fine on concrete, so I don't need to increase its performance.
We have a food shortage.
A little bit worried about this food situation. But I built, I'll show you, I built a whole bunch of farms. I had, I think, 2 out here. I've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 farms. So those 2 are close to chucking out. That one is way off, that one's... So this is sort of real time, so it says 171 production, but as these kick out that changes dramatically, so I've had it up to 600-700 food production. But I don't have much in storage now. I've only got 200 in storage, so yeah, and I built another one down here. Neither of those are about to
We
kick
have a
out.
food shortage.
Oh, overpopulated anyway, so doesn't matter if we starve a few people. Yeah, built
Research complete.
another one up here. That's just chucked out some food. It's actually quite good. You see all the animals come out and then they all get collected into the house and then all the food appears on the outside. I wish you could set these things on auto repeat though. As I say, I think it's really the only downside of this game is that it doesn't have an end game, like an eternity end game. And if you just wanted to just sort of creative building, it's because it's a resource management game. It doesn't let. I mean, you can do it, but it doesn't lend itself to it because you're getting these crises of. And we don't need more people. We don't need people from Earth or the rockets. We're overpopulated. And so, but we've achieved our goals really. We just got this one to kick in. Have I got some? This place is overpopulated. I could put some more jobs in. Spacebar's too big. Art workshop, I think that's too big. Yeah, need a small. Just gonna have to put in like an art store there or something. Mars Got Talent, your attention is required. Our Collins has been watching various talent shows. We don't want to lose morale. Residents of one dome will get a morale boost. The residents of the dome that places last suffer the morale loss. Stream competition to Earth to fund the get funding. Residents of one dome will get a large morale boost. Yeah, we'll do that one then. I've just got Dream of Green achievements. So I don't think this seed vegetation is, yeah, that's underway. I think we're just waiting for that to kick in. Yeah, it's going to give us 5% and we're at 98.5.
We have a food shortage.
So it's 60% done.
We have a food shortage.
Yeah, well, maybe some people starving. It's kind of crazy. I've built, let's just say, at least 7 farms, maybe more. And I mean, look, food production there has gone up to 957. Almost double what we're consuming, but that's, as I say, it's a real-time readout. So I'm not really sure. I think I've built enough. But because my stores have pretty much run out, we get certain pockets of people not getting food and a few people starving.
We have a food shortage.
Most of them should kick in and churn out, and then once we can build the stores back up again, then we'll stop getting that message. I'm just thinking, I mean, I need people for jobs, so building more and more farms isn't really a problem. They need water though, so my water situation isn't great. Need to build up here, and it's going to need water from there to there. It needs some power. And we'll set that. With a lot of resources, you're best off trying to aim for sort of double what you need, so you can always keep your stores full. Okay, so let's put ostrich in and some cows. Okay, that's working. So all I've done in between the videos, I'm not streaming, is play this like this, sort of building up the domes, the people, the water and everything to match, to just wait for the vegetation to catch up. It's a bit close to the statue there, look. I think I set autosave too frequently. I can't remember what I set it in the settings at, but seems to be doing it so frequently. Okay, no, I put some other water around, didn't I? Where was it? Over here. Did I do the coatings? Right, this isn't connected. Coated, coated, coated. We need a couple more. Just need power and water, so ideally you don't want them to overlap, so put another couple there.
Research complete.
I wish you could turn some alerts off as well. I keep doing this because it keeps yelling at me like you're not researching anything at the end of the game. But as I say, I don't think the game, kind of strange for a Paradox game really, that although I suppose Crusader Kings and they all have end dates and stuff, so they don't really have end games. Once you've got to the end, the game stops. Trying to keep my power over 1k spare. Oxygen's fine. It's just the water. Don't really want to use fuel to do those. Right, well, we're about to achieve our goals. So yeah, let's while we wait there, so we've just got, I mean, obviously wooded area everywhere. Most of our extractors, metal extractors, have ended and got rid of them. So we've got this place over here, which has got the office dome, which is residential living, and we've got lots of seed farms stuff going out here.
Milestone achieved.
There we go, people. Woohoo! Oh, I've got fireworks. There we go, people. I got there in the end. We finished the series. We achieved all 4 goals. And they give us 5,000 research, which we don't need. Yeah, so this is quite a short video probably compared to the others. Because after that, there is nothing else for us to do. We've achieved our goals. Yeah, so huge power operation, if you remember, out here. Got the artificial sun, the Amiga telescope, the atmosphere, keeping that going. And we're still in the positive atmosphere, I think, so just stop us losing any of it. God, auto-saves, man, just totally the wrong time. Just going to click on this. Yeah, so we're still producing 1.2 and we're losing 1.1, so that's keeping us at 100%. And the temperature we got there quite easily. That's probably the easiest other ones to do. Then atmosphere, and then water being third, and vegetation always will take the longest. We've got some leaks over here being fixed. We get hit by I think we got hit by an asteroid. The triboelectric scrubbers are key early on in the game to get those. They really help keeping the management costs down. I've got another shuttle thing over here, didn't expand that. So yeah, so if you have been watching throughout, thanks for watching. Looking at some other city building games, looking at things like Foundation, Timberborn still on my radar, looking at summer sales. I'd quite like to do Jurassic Park Evolution 2, but it's quite an expensive game. I need a good summer sale discount for that, and even then you know, because you can play it a little bit like Planet Zoo with the sort of enclosures and make copies of, you know, some of the pens, try and do some of the stuff from the movies, Jurassic Park movies. I've still got Planet Zoo. I don't think I've put any episodes on. I don't think I'm good enough or creative for Planet Zoo. It's quite overwhelming with the amount of detail. You've got the whole management side of it, but there's a huge creativity side of creating your own enclosures and stuff. But so this rocket can come back, yeah. But yeah, there's no point in me bringing more people in. We don't need more people, so I don't need to bring in resources or humans from the Earth. So, but yeah, we did pretty well. We had what, 5 diggers, we had 3 transports, a couple explorers. Electronics was getting a bit low with some of the management. I would look to increase that. We've got so much seeds coming from all these trees that it's kind of crazy. I could just, you know, build another one and it would probably fill up almost straight away. Can I fit one in somewhere? It's got power. Yeah, at one point we had nearly all 3 of these, the food filled up, but so yeah, 400 homeless. What are we at population? Nearly 3,000, 2,700. And you could just build more domes and fill up more jobs in the houses to increase that figure. The seeds though, I meant, you know, we're producing 271 We're still consuming quite a lot because we're still planting. Rockets, what did I end up? Five rockets plus the ones in Earth. I think we've got 2 or 3 back on Earth.
Research complete.
How many have I got here? I've got 2. So 7, ended up with 7 rockets. You can go crazy. I've seen people doing sort of circular rocket pads. Right, I'm going to leave that there. Let's close up the series. So very happy that we managed to achieve those. I would suggest if you play the game that you're obviously trying to terraform as well. It's you need the DLC to do it, of course, but it makes the game a lot more goals and long term trying to do the actual terraforming. Just chucking money at us, and this thing's just died. Anyway, thanks very much. As I say, if you like this series, leave a comment on any of the videos and give them a thumbs up. It does help the channel. I will be back with some new games, some city building. I've been doing some Microsoft Flight Simulator on the side and some EVE Online on the side. Some games, but they're not really games to put on the video and put on the channel for the type of play those games have with my characters and investments. So yeah, so I think some of the city buildings, I've got some of the Anno games. I might look at doing some of the Anno games, although that's a mix of sort of campaign story mode and sort of firefighting, a bit like sort of Frostpunk. You're trying to keep people alive, keep building the resources and the food. But yeah, so we've got lots of good games coming out. There's a couple this year that are new. What are we looking at? Things like Stranded, Alien Dawn have come out. But yeah, I think Timberborn is probably, Timberborn, Foundation, and maybe one of the Jurassic Evolution 2 are sort of on my list to do over the next sort of 6 to 12 months. I've also do plan at some point when I can get the time to do it, to do more of the Division 2, as I've got the playlist for the Division 1 that we did. Right, I'll love you and leave you. I think it's wonderful that Mars is now looking completely green. Anyway, take care out there. I'll see you next time. Look after yourselves. Be kind.